Okay. Let's move on, because the OPEC Plus group, they're meeting today to, well, set new oil production quotas. Now, the group consists of the Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries and its allies, which includes Russia. They're expecting to boost production by something like 500,000 barrels a day. So let's jump straight over to a familiar face and our friend, Cornelia Meyer, who's the big boss, the CEO of Meyer Resources, of course, a business consultancy. Cornelia, really lovely to see you as always. Hey, listen, what do we hear? I know they're meeting now. What are we hearing? What are we expecting in terms of any increases in production?
Well, I think we can take the 500,000 barrels a day for granted, because when you look at it, currently the markets are undersupplied by about more than 2 million barrels a day. So there's more than 2 million barrels a day, more demand than there is supply. But the reason why it's not going as easy in terms of saying, oh, let's just put more oil on the market is you've seen the variants that we in the Delta variant in India, in the China, in Guangdong, in other Asian countries, in Latin America. So they're concerned about that. They also don't quite know where the Iran negotiations are headed, because if they are really going to be fruitful and we are coming to an agreement on maybe working on the JCPOA, the nuclear deal, then we could see as much as 1 million barrels a day more by as early as September. So they really have to look at how they want to play it. And as always, Russia wants to pump more and Saudi wants to pump less.
Yeah, well, there you go. But let me ask you this. I mean, so you've raised some of the uncertainties, but is the general uncertainty for the oil market, is it COVID? Is it the pandemic?
I think it's a combination. It's the pandemic. It is also obviously what's going to happen with Iran, because that could be major. Then we don't know really, it's going to be a hot summer. So what will that mean for Iraq, which is a big producer? Libya, the slightest thing can take, 500,000 barrels up or down. So there are just so many moving parts. And then there's one more thing. If you put yourself in the shoes of OPEC Plus, I don't think they really want to see the price more than $85, because if it goes there, it will curb that wonderful recovery that we've seen. And if anything boosts the demand for oil, it's that recovery.
Yeah, indeed it is. Cornelia, I know you're going to keep across that meeting. We'll talk to you very soon. Thanks for the update. Much appreciated. As always, Cornelia Meyer joined